All right, y'all. We're going to go through some breakdown of lane A versus Jones. A lot of this stuff applies to most of you, so you could be learning from it too. Look how high we're guarding this point guard, who's a pretty good ball handler. And we decide to go over the screen, which allows him to veer. And now we're at a disadvantage. I don't understand why we would be guarding him that high. Maybe if he's a crappy ball handler, but in that case, then it doesn't really matter in the game. You should be going under the screen because he's definitely not going to be shooting the ball from that far out. So don't guard him that high up. Don't get driven by. Don't get put in a disadvantage for our team to now have to help you out. Go under the screen. Unless he's a three-point threat or something like that. Then I understand. Okay, we got a shot going up here. I like Clark's nice box out. Riley misses his box out. Guy in down low. I think Ben did an okay job with the box out, and we kind of scramble and get the ball. But nice box outs for the most part on that one. Again, we're like reaching here, and again, now we're at a disadvantage. This guy's probably one of their better players, and you're making him, you're giving him advantage here. So, like, don't do that when we don't need it. Don't put our team in a position that is going to be at a disadvantage. Okay, we got over here, guy shot faking. There is a Riley lost sight of his man after the pass. This guy just cuts. Nice help over. Ethan, that should be for you to help the helper. In this case, Clark is the low man. You're the X man. You should be dropping down in case this becomes a pass. And you end up doing it. So it was a tad little bit late, but you got it. So nice work on that. All right, we'll bring the ball up on this possession. Drew, the same dude he does for you, he basically gets driven by your good point guard. You're like, oh, that's great. I could just drive all the way to the basket. And you take a 2-foot floater. Decent shot, we'll take it. If guys are pressuring us, we'll take the shot. I know you can make that. I don't know if it went in, but regardless. Over here, I don't know what happened on this drive, but this is a missed leak out by Riley. We end up chasing it down. I think he makes this layup or something. Or I think another piece here. Ben comes down, and then, 50% of these layups are missed, so we should be thinking that it's going to be a miss. Ben, maybe you thought that he's going to make it, so we end up securing the ball there. Nice drive here, Clark. The footwork could use some help because you're fading from the basket with that 1-2. So I think you're strong enough to actually just do instead of a jump stop on this one inside out, just keep attacking, and you have 2 steps to make it to the basket. I thought you had position on him on the inside, so if you would have kept going to the block, I think that would have been a pretty decent move. Nice good attack though. Again here, going under, that's better. He pulled it. Ben contested, pretty good. Let's see the nice box out down here by Clark. Riley, looks like your man runs around you again, and you're going to end up giving up the ball on here. So I cut it out, but whatever. All right, press break 4. I'm not sure, Riley, where you are on this, but you should be 2-man up. You guys do a little thingamajig, and you end up breaking the press, but, not in the ideal world, won't work. Maybe against their crappy press, right? What defense are we in here? Ethan, I don't think we need this jump thing. Whatever you do here, again, you're put at a disadvantage, and now you're on his hip, and you're forcing other guys to help out. Again, put our team at a disadvantage just because of the jump that you decide to make earlier on. Drew, you learned, you're starting to go under the screen. Clark, we do not want you switching with this guy ever. Just give space, drop to the free throw line. Drew's going to go under if this guy can hit off the dribble, which is a difficult shot to hit anyways, off the dribble, off the screen, we'll live with that. We'll live with them hitting a shot like that. But Clark looks here like you're almost double screening Drew, like he can almost not get around you. Basically, you're going to be just drop coverage and float around the free throw line and let that guy do his screen. Let Drew just get around it. And you just stay with your man. Definitely do not switch on any of these. We do not need our little guys guarding. And again, that decent contest, but now you are, this is a poor shot off that dribble, long two. You're in the air, which puts you out of position to box out, and now your big man can go grab the rebound. It ended up going in, but we'd rather give up that shot than you give up a rebound for this big that Jones had. I'd rather get a box out on him, to be honest. Okay. You come here with a flat screen. I think this was 54. If this was 54, Ben, you needed to come high as well. But I did like how you cut away from Drew and brought your defender, force him, and you had a nice little floater there anyways, but there's a nice little cut there, Ben. Again, going under that screen, no reason. Oh, you got around it, that's fine, but again. Yeah, that was better, Clark, sort of like that. Give Drew space to work, to get around the screen, and like, this guy's not a threat out here. Fake contest it, just put your hand up that you can block it, but actually you don't do anything. Hit that box out, decent footwork. I saw the intent. That's what's important, right? You swung the feet a little bit slowly. He chased that. But the intent was there, man, and that's all that matters right now. Get in that habit of doing it correctly every time. Okay, Alex, yeah, we get blown by, and now we're in a disadvantage. And if this guy was smart, yeah, he'd keep veering you. And, the reason I said here is Owen, I don't know why you would leave your man and give him a wide open layup to stop this random dude at the free throw line. That's just poor positioning on your part. There's no reason you should be helping that high, especially if nobody's below you. Nobody's there to help you. Right? Yeah, whatever. You get a block on this, but it's still poor positioning. That if that was a bigger guy, that was just an easy layup for him. And we don't want to give up easy layups. So what you could do here is you could stunt like you're going to help and basically just get back to your guy, and then Alex would just keep chasing. But it looks like Alex kind of just gave up, period. So that was not ideal. Not an ideal play, for sure. Nice box out. We want to get rid of these home run passes, man. These are going to work against shitty teams. Sure, fine, you get an extra 2, but, like, that's just a tough pass. And there's not much that comes of it. This is a 2-on-5. Let's get rid of those home run passes. We don't need those. Not in our game. We got too many offensive weapons to... Nice drive there, Emmett. That we can get into an offense and get a better shot than that risky pass. Over here, we got Emmett driving again for Owen's three-pointer. You got the biggest man on the floor is contesting your three-pointer. He's jumping up for it. The left side of the lane is wide open. You got another guy that's stunting at it. So you basically have 2 guys on you, and you still letting it fly. Not ideal shot. Not ideal shot selection. This was better. This was a nice drive. 1-2. Nothing to dump it off to. That's a hard pass to dish. Yeah, and you take the shot. That's okay. You miss it, but that's the right shot for sure. Okay. And then here, like, we don't need it, like, Gerber. We don't need jumping here and, like, hacking for it. You're not going to get a steal, dude. Not against a good team. And you're only putting yourself at a disadvantage. Like, against a crappy team, yeah, maybe you'll get a steal. But, like, longer term, this isn't a good habit. Jumping up in the air and trying to, like, flag this pass here, right? You'd rather just get back on defense and not put us at a disadvantage, which is now is a 2-on-1. So Malcolm lost that one, too. Everybody's just in poor position on defense. It's a 2-on-1, and he ends up getting fouled. What do you got here? Press break. Emmett cuts to the ball. We're kind of doing our own little thing here in press break. Ideally, we'd be in press break 4. We have 2 side guys. The 2 guards coming back, but we just pass the ball in, and Alex, that's a tough pass that he's going to make. Give and go there. Malcolm shot. Again, these are like one-and-done shots. We're not in ideal position, but could be worse, I guess, there. Good steal, Emmett. 50% chance he's going to miss. Alex, you should be following that. And ends up us giving up a leak out, Malcolm and Gerber. So instead of us getting a 2, we give up a wide open layup. And this is when you lose a championship off 4 points, 2 of them leak outs. That just shouldn't be happening. Okay, so here we're just kind of lost. What's going on? He's already smacked the ball. We end up, I don't know, getting into whatever it is. It's just poor shot selection on this. Off a scramble, loose ball, just kind of grabbing that, chucking it up. Like, there's literally 4 guys on their team ready to rebound. You're off balance. You're like running backwards. I don't know. I didn't like the shot. Did that ref grab that ball before he even went out of bounds? Why did he grab that? That's crazy. Rim. Bounced. Oh, did he not think Owen was going to grab that? Oh, they gave us the ball back? Okay. I don't know what happened there. Kind of weird. Again, Emmett, same here. Fake pass, and like you're at a disadvantage by him driving around you. And he veers you, and then you're out of the play. And now our team, same thing I told Owen, Gerber, like no reason why you're stopping the ball way up high and leaving your man wide open for a layup. Yeah, he missed the pass, but you know, this could have been an easy layup given up. Yeah, Emmett gets the pick off because he passed it too late. He saw it too late. There should have been a pass right now to that guy. So nice steal, Emmett. Here's our X-Cot. It's Gerber and Owen. Okay, yeah, we got Alex coming through. Kind of, you could even screen the big there, Alex. Maybe be aware of where the ball is. I see you're getting out of the way, which is fine. And this is the right idea. This is a tough, you know, it was a second too late. 1-2. He waves this hand. You know, that's just a tough pass, just delayed. Good luck, though. Okay, then we come back down here, and then nobody matches up. Nobody knows who's... Owen, you tend to do this. You have a bad habit of like making it look like you're going to guard this guy. Right here, the rest of the team assumes you're guarding him. So now if you notice, everybody's matched up, and you did this little fake guard thing, and you literally ran into the key. And the guy that you were just guarding is wide open. That's your fault, right? This is useless. I don't know what it is. You confused everybody else, and you gave up a wide open, right? Guys got confused, I think. And that happens often, to be honest. Often enough, probably each game I see it once or twice where you kind of like pick up a man that's not yours and then like go back to a different man. So let's try and stop doing that. Let's see this box out from Gerber. Now he's going to try and jump with the tallest dude in the gym. See, maybe he can grab a rebound. No, anybody in position to box out? Maybe Owen is. No. Maybe Gerber is. No, I'm not close to him, but you guys ain't going to get these rebounds. Get him better habits. And this is our press break. This actually working beautifully here randomly. But it's something like DHO, you fill there. Elijah goes middle, you skip across, and I don't know. So nice work on your guys' part on that little break. We're not going to worry about this turnover here. That's just maybe part of the game, but I don't know. But I will worry about the leak out. That's why I have this on here clipped. So this is you, Elijah, or you. Well, Malcolm's cutting for the ball. So Elijah needs to know. And he realizes it pretty quickly, and the turnover, not that bad. And I think you end up picking it off. No, he ends up making a reverse layup. It was a nice finish. Okay. So, what do we got here? These can't be bounce passes to Clark. No, not in that spot, man. Clark's a big guy. These passes need to be up high for him. If you pass it down low, he has to bring it down to his knees, the next thing to his chest, and then, you know, these jump balls will happen. Yep, as he did. The guy called it foul, jump ball, or whatever, regardless. These are tough for Clark to be bounce passes. I wouldn't. Hand high, give him a high target, Clark, right? Give him a high hand, and he should be able to hit that hand where you want the ball. What we got here? Okay, that high screen, go under. Clark, give him space. You can leave that. You don't need to contest that. You can fake contest and box your man out. That's the threat. You know what I mean? And then it almost happens. That's not the threat. Gerber, I don't know, just get around that screen. Go over it, go under it. He rolled you, like you literally just gave up. We don't need Clark switching on that. And we don't need Clark contesting that. So just don't get screened by the bigs and don't switch on those. This is a rare situation because we don't have those bigs that often anyways. All right. We got Drew dribbling up. So here we post up for 1-2. If nothing, we move 1-2. Okay, we get the ball. This, you put your head down, you start dribbling. This is a double team coming to get you, and you have no clue what's behind you. This happened a few times in the game, and I was crossing my fingers that you wouldn't get picked. But this habit should be a turn, no dribbles allowed. If you have nothing, max it's one dribble, but it's a move to the basket that is going to end up in a hook or some type of pivot. Definitely not 2 or 3 dribbles. All right, so we're going to take a break there. And then you end up fading there. Let's take a break.